Hello, STEMers, students of grade 10 in STEM education. I remember you with the revision in computer science for the previous 4 videos, which are about SketchUp, HTML, computer network, flowcharts, and now we are speaking or recording this video about CSS cascading style sheets. These are group of questions and answers. We will see it now. Question number 101. What does CSS stand for? This is a question number 1 in CSS, but it number 101 in the previous, according to the previous videos. So as we said, it's cascading style sheets. The next question. What is the correct HTML for referring to an external style sheet, which is external CSS external style sheet? So the correct code is the first one. We start with the tag link. It's a single tag, and inside it there is 3 attributes. The first attribute is rel, and it evaluate style sheet, and then type, and the last one href, and href equals the file, the CSS file or the external CSS file. The next question number 103. Where in an HTML document is the correct place to refer to an external style sheet? In the head part. So the right answer in the head section. Okay. The next one. Which HTML tag is used to define an internal style sheet? And by the way, we have 3 types: external style sheet, internal style sheet, and inline style sheet. So the tag, what's the name of the tag? Style, yes. Style tag. And it inserted in also in the head part. Style tag. Which HTML attribute is used to define inline styles? Yes, style attribute. Oh, style attribute, okay? The first option. So here is the difference. Internal style sheet, we use a style tag, but inline style, we use a style attribute, okay? The next question. Question number 106. Which is the correct CSS syntax? Yes, the first option. The first option is the correct CSS syntax. The next question. How do you insert a comment in a CSS file? Do you remember the code for writing comment in CSS file? It's the same like PHP and C language, which is slash asterisk والتكست بتاعه بعد كده بقفل باستريك ايه slash. So it is the first option. The next one. How do you add a background color for all H1 elements? So you have a content and you have many heading with H1. Okay, and as we remember, H1 is the highest size and the H6 is the smallest size. So how to add a background color, same background color for all H1 elements? We have to use the style sheet. We start with H1 as a selector, and in the curly brackets we give the property card, which is background dash color, and give it the color. Okay. The next one. Which CSS property controls the text size, font dash size? The first option. What is the correct CSS syntax for making all the B element bold? B for the paragraph. B is a tag which is responsible for paragraph. So the question, what is the correct CSS syntax for making all B elements bold? Yes, B as a selector, we font weight for bold. Okay, the first question. Why not the other questions? In the next one, it's true, but it's a font size. This one, the first one for all B's, but the next one for only this B, and the property is different. Font size. Okay. Same with the other options. Okay. There are some differences. The correct here is the first one. How do you display hyperlinks without an underline? Yes, text decoration none. If you okay, the first one also. Question number 11.4. How do you make each word in a text start with a capital letter? What's the property here? Text transform نقطتين capitalize. خلي بالك في الستايل شيت ما بنستخدمش علامة الايكوال، بنستخدم الايه؟ الكولم او النقطتين فوق بعض. تمام. Which property is used to change the font of an element؟ انا عاوز اغير الفونت بتاع الاليمنت، يبقى هستخدم ايه؟ البروبرتي هيكون فيها فونت، يبقى هي الفونت فاميلي مش الفونت ويت. الفونت ويت دي خاصه بالبولد. اوكي. Next question 16. How do you make the text bold? Font weight. The next one. How do you display a border like this? As we know, there's some sequence, top right, bottom left. We have to going to this sequence, top right, bottom left. So top we have 10, يبقى 10 pixel. Okay. Then right we have 1. Yes, then 1 pixel. Okay. So it's the first option 10 1, and then bottom 5 pixel, and the last 20. So the correct هنا the number 1, because the sequence is top right, bottom left. The next question, which property is used to change the left margin of an element? We are speaking about the left margin. So margin dash left. The part first option is the correct. How do you select an element? Which ID demo? Do you remember that ID is when we use as a selector, we start with a hashtag, while class we start is with dot. Okay, this is the difference between an ID and class. So let's see the answers. So the first answer is the correct. Hashtag demo, not asterisk demo, not dot demo, not demo without things. As a selector, when we use ID, start with hashtag. The next question, how do you select elements with class name test? Now we need to select elements with the class name test. So as a class, we start with dot. So the first option is the correct, dot test. Okay, so we know now from these two questions the difference between the ID and class. The next question, how do you select all B elements inside a div element? Div B, not div.b. Div B. We have div as a selector, the parent selector, and inside the div we need only B. So the B is inside the div. Okay. يبقى div B without anything. How do you group selectors? Separate each selector with a comma. To group selectors, separate each selector with a comma. The first option. with my best wishes and great future. I hope you are get benefits from listening to this video. If you know or get this video is good and useful for you, subscribe in the channel and like it and share it with your colleagues. Thanks for listening. And in the next video, I will speak about the questions and the answers about HTML and CSS. Okay. All the videos links will be in the description below. Write your comment to reply you or record the video for your questions. Thanks for listening.